Okay, so let's just start with the beginning because I don't think we did this earlier.
Okay.
Will y'all introduce who you are? And
Yes,
then,
of
like,
course.
your names, what do you do here? Where are we? The basics.
Great.
So, my name is Adam, and you're at Odem Mountain Winery. It's our winery, established by our parents. It's a family-owned winery. Yaara is my sister, and I'm the vintner and the winemaker of the winery. In charge of marketing.
And exporting in the visitor center now. Yeah.
Very good.
And we started from the love of our parents to wine and to people. If you lack one of them, then it would be a tough job rising up a winery. And Adam is our winemaker from day one. We open up with 7,000 bottles a year. Today we are producing 150,000 bottles a year.
Very nice.
Well done.
And they're all vegan wines and kosher wines that are grown. 70% we are growing by ourselves in the Valley of Tears, which we've been earlier, and it's the highest and northernmost part of Israel to grow wine in vineyards. And now we are at 1060 Vineyard, which is just near our winery. That's it. That's it.
You said the winery was started in honor of your parents and their heart, and your father actually started the winery.
Yes.
So
He's over here up till today. Is when he started, he wanted to bring us, the kids, to do something together as a family that will keep Adam and our brother Ishai close and not to go to Jerusalem or Tel Aviv or even worse. And alcohol is a great way to do it, so we all stay. Our sister Efrat makes all this wonderful pottery that is over here at the table. And
Welcome.
speaking of,
yes,
well,
the man in the
hello.
mustache, Michael Alfasi.
Wow.
How are you?
Good.
How do you feel?
See you, Mikael.
You started to taste?
We have. It's beautiful.
Love it.
We were just talking about how the whole family's involved.
So I enjoyed it.
Yes, please. So we were just talking about how you guys started, but we'd love to hear it from your perspective, if you can. Of why is Odem special? Tell us about how you started, your family, whatever you want.
22.
2002. Yeah.
I get my son, my daughter, and told them, hey, that's what I want to do. And do you like to do it with me? So they said yes. I said it's Catholic wedding. Nobody can get out from it. So Adam and Ishai say yes, okay. Let Adam go to study, and we start to do it. In the first year, we make 2003. We make 7,000 bottles, and they say that this winery will be the best winery in Israel and the best tourism in Israel. And in the end, fantastic family business. And I think all of them, you can see it now. And the second year we make 24,000 bottles. And then 30, we take this business very seriously. Not a hobby or not something like this. Must do it correct and right. The תוצאות, outcomes
Outcomes.
in the bottle.
Yeah.
And the winery get 5 times in the competition. Awarded as the
Awarded.
best boutique winery.
In
Well
Israel.
done.
Yeah.
Well.
Last
So
time
think
was
about it.
now.
It's in a 12 years or after 14 years. It's fantastic.
That's amazing.
So we are going same state all the year, and we make a great wine all the time. Who cannot say on his wine that it's a great wine? Nobody say to him. So I try to do it, and this is our story.
It's one thing to do a business. It's another thing to do a business with family and to do it well and still love each other and still like that's hard. That's very hard to do.
I believe that what my father done is amazing because you know it is the University of Life, and I got the business school over here, and the best business school, because it doesn't matter what you are doing here. If you are doing something wrong, then they will say, okay, that's we need to find a way to fix that, but you will stay here tomorrow. You're not going home. When we started, I was like 12. Today I'm 32. My husband works at the vineyards with Adam, and he really took all of us and asked us, do you want to be a part of a winery? Do you really want to do that? I mean, who asked his 12 years old daughter if she wants to be involved in a winery and to really consider her opinion?
Wow.
And every time that we get a really milestones on the way, the big milestones of the business, my dad gathers all of us, and it doesn't matter if we're working in something else like Shai is doing at the moment. He's at this milestone, he comes to this meeting, and we sit down and talk about what we want to do. For us is that we all have our own uniqueness, but we're not stepping on, we know how not to step on each other's toes. I mean, I know when Adam needs me to leave him alone, and he knows when that's it, I'm done with his nonsense. And that's how we are getting along in the business.
Like blew me away, and how you honored your dad, and that to me just I'm fighting back tears. Just the way that you cared about your kids, and that is so beautiful. Just their hearts, their opinions, even at the age of 12, when you can do whatever you want if you wanted to, but you said, okay, no, we're gonna look and see what they think, and I'm blown away by that. That's really beautiful.
The commitment that we have to this business is the commitment that we have to this family.
Wow.
I mean, this is something that is always around us. All the time we're thinking how to improve things, how to improve stuff. Sometimes my dad brings it to Shabbat dinner, and then I'm telling him, Dad, that's it. Stop, let's talk about it on Sunday. But it's always in our way, it's always inside the back of our minds, how we can improve, how we can do things better. By the way, we haven't done one here.
You can feel the story in the wine.
Yeah.
Adam poured us a Chardonnay, which is one of my personal favorite wines that we're producing.
So 1060 is it's the elevation of the winery, and it's name of our prestige wines, and especially the Cabernet Sauvignon, which comes from the vineyard just next to it, and this is where it happens, both ways. Actually, it's the same elevation here and at the vineyards of Valley of Tears. So
And is it
we
true?
drove a bit, but we stayed at the same
You
elevation.
stay at this elevation. And are these ones end up being hand harvested? Is that correct? The 1060.
All of our grapes are hand.
All of them.
All of your.
Yeah, all of them. From the forest, from the Odem forest to the 1060 and the Alfasi special edition, they are all manually cared.
harvest, and also all of them are bunch assorted as they get to the winery and we start the vinification.
Well done. Well done. That's hard to do, especially as you're growing.
Yeah.
The fact that you've kept doing that is very impressive. because it's so much more labor. One of the sommeliers that we, so when we bring back wine to the States, we put them before sommeliers, and one of ours, he will identify the wineries that hand harvest. He can taste it. And yours, every time, he's like, these are hand harvested.
You know, some people are only making like really expensive wines, and then you have some people that are only making really cheap wines. And but to have a wide range and have something for everybody that everyone can afford, and you're not sacrificing quality. You're still getting a very high quality wine that's very enjoyable at an affordable
Handpicked.
price. And we love that you guys know how to do that.
They're
Yeah.
two crazy people, you know. He's
Best
the
way.
one that wants everyone to have everything. It doesn't matter the size of your pocket as long as you will drink Odem Mountain Winery. Okay? So you have from the Odem Forest up to the Alfasi Special Edition. And he's the one who wouldn't miss anything about the quality of the wine that we are producing. So when you get these two cognac together, this is what you get. You get
Yes.
Odem Mountain, and you get it. And by the way, this is something that happened when we were smaller. I mean, my dad insisted that we will have a variety of wines, and he insisted up until today. And Adam is insisting about the precision and about the accuracy of the winemaking itself. And that's amazing. I mean, to be just 150,000 bottles a year, and to have more than 14 in Israel, 14 different kind of wines, that is just whoa.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you or Yaara that said this earlier, but you guys make wine really, really well, but you also have learned to you love wine and you love people. I think you said this.
I say that.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, so I'm asking you really.
Yeah, she loves people, not
So-
me.
So that's something that catches my ear when you say something like that. That's like a lot of wineries they start because they want to make a business and they want to make money, and their primary objective, you know, or maybe they just want to be the best winery in the world, or they want to have the most awards or something. But to have a core of loving people,
Yeah.
that really stands out. And I can say, even though you never told us that until today, we saw that. We felt that from the first time that Alana and I came. We wandered in, 4 years ago, and met with you up in the upper room up there. And we walked out, and we were both like, we felt like family with them. We actually sat down, and we felt like we'd known them for years, even though we'd only just met you. And I just want to know, like, how did that look in your family growing up? How did your mom and dad teach you that?
Wow. First of all, my dad is Moroccan. Okay?
So all
And
Moroccans
they
love everybody? Is that
love-
what you're saying?
They love hospitality.
My
But
dad and my father was from Morocco. I come in here.
yeah. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. I think that this is something that comes from the region that we live in. People here would really take care of one another, and you have a very nice communities over here. And this is something that you want to develop and to give when people are coming to your home. I mean, the winery is truly our home, and this is everything that we are putting in the glass is something that you would feel that we really did and we are signed on. I mean, you said it earlier. I know that you wouldn't put anything, Adam wouldn't put anything that he doesn't feel like it is ready to go into the market. And people who are coming over here to Israel, the thing that we really want to give them is to be our ambassador outside, and to know really good about the wines and about the family, and to get to know what we are doing. The values that I think that my mom and my dad gave to us all is to see everyone as they are, and to be, you know, with a good and a kind heart, and to give the people the best that we can. And that's why I think that this is something that you can really feel in everything that Adam touch and does in the wine.
It's beautiful.
So good. Would you agree with everything?
I didn't object.
You have anything to add? Because you have a different perspective on what did your mom and dad teach you? How did they teach you to love people?
I think most of it is modeling. It's not
Teaching.
classroom.
Yeah.
So that's how you learn that.
It's something that we really value is family and coming to the table. And when we talk about, Daniel talks about the wine from Israel being like 750 milliliter messengers in a bottle. And we want people to experience that, taste and see that the land is good. But even more so, we want them to feel like you're coming to the table, you're coming home, you're coming to family. And that's what we experienced. They came home raving and about you guys. And I missed the first time that they came. But for a whole year, I had to listen to, you're going to love Har. You're going to love Har Odem. You're going to love Odem Mountain. And then when I came, it was the same feeling of welcome home. And we don't always feel that. And so it's so refreshing, and it's something we know our members love. And everyone who's tried your wines, they love your wines. But even through this, we wanted to give them a taste of who you guys are, your hearts, the heart behind your wine, because it helps you connect to the land, to the people.
Yeah.
And so, thank you.
I
Thank
must
you.
say, the wine business is very, very hard business. And the people that you talk about them, they have a winery, and they look rich, and they make what they want to do, great. But the wine business, it's so hard. I not think about my pocket. It can be full. My think it's to build this business, and they know this business. To build it need a lot of time, a lot of years. So it's not for them.
Yeah, it's not for us.
It's for
You need 3 generations.
yes. And when you know to think like this, you can see this. Relax, slowly, and make it great for your grandson. Enjoy. And from here you can think about everything.
That's amazing.
Why am I crying? I'm crying. L'chaim. Yalla l'chaim.
Yalla l'chaim.
This is the first time I've cried at a wine tasting.
So good.
Well, cheers to that.
You probably exemplify Father Abraham more than anyone else that I've met in Israel. You know, one of the things I think about,
But one,
and here's why. I'm not just throwing out a careless statement. I'm thinking, like, who is Abraham? He was a man that he was willing to go and leave his home to go to a new land. Okay, he was adventurous. He had a vision. He was willing to follow, but he knew how to bring everyone to the table and create a place for everyone. He knew how to talk to the servants, and he knew how to talk to the kings, and he made sure that he could interact with everyone and no one was left out. And then he left a legacy for generations. So I love that you've carried his heart so well. Really more than anyone else I've met, especially in this industry. You carry the heart of Abraham. So I honor you.
I'm almost really,
It's very flattered. He's very flattered.
I mean it. I really
Yeah.
mean it. Yeah.
You left him speechless. And that's a tough job, just for you to know.
We talk about this a lot. We're really passionate about family, but I think most people don't think multi-generationally. They don't think about the 3rd and 4th generation, and it's actually one of the blessings of the Jewish people is that you think in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you think in multi-generational blessings. And we've lost that, especially in the West. People think about myself and my own, my needs, and not thinking about like what's coming after me and after me and after me and after me. And, you know, wine is taking patience. Growing a family takes patience. Watching, you know, the generations, it takes patience. And so I think that's what blesses me so much, is that that's our heart. But it's very rare to find people that that's how they're thinking, or that's their heart, is that
We talked about the third generation, and this is Tamara.
Tamara?
Yes.
Tamara, nice to
Hi.
meet you.
אומרים שנעים להכיר אותך. Yeah. And all the time when I'm traveling abroad, then I'm telling her that this is for the winery, and actually this is for her. So it kind of, you know, it closes up what you just said about the thinking about the generation, because she already told me that she will have over here at the winery a station, and she knows what she wants to explain it and how it will be and what she will sell and everything. Yeah.
What will it be? I want to know.
Well, she wants to sell some sushi.
Oh,
good idea.
תמרה, מה את רוצה למכור בדוכן שלך ושל אלמה?
לא זוכרת.
היה לך סושי והיה לך מה עוד? מה עוד רצית למכור שם? מיצים? מה זה היה? and soup.
Okay.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
a good combination.
Yeah.
Miso soup?